Hello Libra, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be your September reading, your shadow work 2020. I was asked recently by Spirit to start doing this series, your shadow work for all of the signs. They told me that it would be a great way to help all of us in our own ascension process to have regular updates on Spirit's perspective on the kinds of energies that we may be unconscious of in terms of what we're vibrating out. So it helps us to manifest much better and to ultimately become better versions of ourselves, or the best versions of ourselves, I should say. So I am a channel, and as such I channel different beings, collectives, groups, energies from all the different decks, as well as through the stones and crystals. We have different beings come forward. And all of the information that you would need in terms of decks I use, how to contact me and so on, will be down below. So if you see cards flying around, then just know that the energy here does get very intense sometimes, and it's perfectly normal, so no worries there. So thank you so much, and let's get started with your reading. So if I pause sometimes, I'm tuning in, so thank you for your patience. Okay, let's see. Libra, shadow work. Okay, this deck wants to come first. I feel like we're maybe going to get a storyline first. Let's see. Okay, Libra. Guys, that's really a lot of cards. Okay, they did tell me just now that it was going to be like a block come out at once. Okay, they're saying the card at the bottom of the deck is significant. Okay, well, we'll see how that plays in. All right, so we've got a bunch of cards that came out. Let's see what comes. First card we've got is the Six of Wands. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that success is imminent. There's something that's just about to manifest, or a deal that's just about to be sealed, or something that's about to go down, that's going to tie things up for you in a very positive way. But I'm also hearing and sensing that there's some kind of delay to it, and now there's almost like a worry that because this success has not necessarily come at the time that you expected it to. So I feel like you've been working and you've been manifesting, and everything's just sort of been more or less going to plan in a certain area of your life, and now you kind of expected the next step to occur very seamlessly, and it hasn't. And so that has brought up a sort of like almost like a panic and a self-doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this, and sort of seeing what the shadow work here is, this self-doubt, sort of being the feeling of maybe being on a winning streak and then it not going your way, and then you questioning yourself and you doubting yourself. So they're also highlighting the word conviction, and they're also highlighting the sentence holding your vision, and not allowing the external reality to whatever, regardless of what it is, what's going on, but not allowing it to dictate and decide your internal state. Because it's very easy when things are going our way externally to be happy, and it takes more because it's, we don't have to focus as much. But when things are not going our way externally, we have to look within. We have to look for the gratitude and find the gratitude in our lives. So I think, what's coming up is self-doubt and an over-reliance on things going a certain way. I'm also hearing control issues, and also the result of not being able to be as in control and not understanding why things, you know, if I do this and this and this, I should get these results. And sometimes it doesn't quite work like that, not so directly. And so there's because there's underlying factors under the surface. And so when you don't see things go the way that you thought it would, it sort of can create an anxiety as well. Next card we've got is the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, now this isn't the traditional meaning because this is a shadow work reading. So what they're telling me from this is that again there's an over focus on the wand here. So there's a focus on wanting to achieve or feel that state of victory, of success, that I've done it and I feel good about it, rather than looking within yourself, sort of really enamored with something that you've created, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with being proud about something that you've created and you've manifested into physical reality. But it's important, they're saying, to ask yourself and be honest with yourself about, would you say that you have an unhealthy attachment to it? Yeah. Okay. They're also highlighting the black. There's a black, the man is wearing some kind of long top, and it's got black on it. So they're just highlighting that to me. So let me see what that's about. One moment. Yeah, so I'm getting from this sort of like on you. Okay, so they're saying on you in terms of being in your energy field, that there's sort of things on you, sort of like crawling around, in the sense of these sort of niggling thoughts of self-doubt are there. And it's almost as if, in order to not address the self-doubt that you feel that's on you and in you and around you, you are focusing a lot on what you're manifesting. And Spirit wants you now to look at that self-doubt. Next card we've got is the Chariot. Okay, one moment please, I'll tune in. Okay, so what they're saying with this is about pushing forward and allowing Spirit to work with you, instead of having this feeling that you would need to do it all by yourself. Because the Chariot is a card that, and also the energy I'm picking up in terms of the message for you for this reading, is the idea of aligning yourself and what you can do as a human, and the spirituality and the universe at large, sort of bringing those aspects together so that you can create, so that you can move forward. And okay, so they're also a highlight, because the Chariot is about direction, having direction, and they're also highlighting to me the question to ask you about which direction is right for you. What direction is right for you? Where do you feel is the best way to go? Has it changed at all? So they're saying that maybe the direction that you need to go in now is not what it once was, because there's other things you have to look at. So again, what I was saying about instead of focusing on what you're manifesting and it not sort of coming at the time that you want it to, using that as an opportunity to look at the self-doubt, because that's what it's bringing up, self-doubt. So using that energy of direction to direct yourself into, well, to direct yourself within, to understand, and they're saying to discern, and so that you can see what needs to go and what you keep in terms of your belief systems. Next card we've got is the Two of Wands. Okay, so immediately what I pick up from this is untraditionally then, a sense of feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the world. So almost like I need to concentrate on this thing that I'm manifesting, because it keeps me focused, it keeps me balanced. If I don't have something I'm going toward and I stop focusing on that, then I feel very lost. I feel, and I don't feel very stable. And what I'm picking up from this energy is feeling actually a bit solemn as well, and lost, solemn and kind of lost. Well, maybe lost because you're solemn, or sorry, the other way, solemn because you feel lost, right? So yeah, kind of like overwhelmed with the world, like maybe oversensitive as well. So there's a sense of being overwhelmed as well that I'm getting. The main energies that I'm sensing so far in this reading with regards to your shadow work is definitely self-doubt and feeling overwhelmed. And then underneath that, I would say I'm getting control and anxiety as well. Okay, next card you've got is the Seven of Swords. They're saying to pull the last card at the same time. And the next one you've got is the Three of Cups. Okay, just a moment. I'm going to read these energies. Yeah, so what I'm picking up is that there's the feeling of almost like you have a self-critic in your own mind. You want to move forward in your life. You want to enjoy your life and celebrate your successes in life. As I said earlier, you know, you've been working towards something, or things have been going your way, things have been going well, but it's almost as if there's this niggling feeling at the back somewhere, or in your mind, that's sort of creating a little bit of a gloom on the things that you are joyful about, and that needs to be addressed. That needs to be addressed, and it's going to be a little bit different for each of you in terms of what that is. Self-doubt, control, anxiety, the self-critic sort of, which then leads into sort of unworthiness, you know, like sort of like a bullying type voice in your head, you know. You didn't deserve that promotion. They're just doing it because they feel sorry for you. You know, a voice like that may say some things like that, for example. Okay. And I want to pull another card on the Seven of Swords, but first they said to take at the bottom deck, the card at the bottom of the deck, which was the Nine of Wands, as the overall energy for this spread. So let me just tune in. So again, there's this focus on all of the wands and really holding on to one in particular. But you're looking away. You're not looking at it anymore. So it's almost, okay, so I'm sensing that it's almost as if you kind of already know that it's not going to fix any problems. It's not going to solve anything. It's not really ultimately going to make you happy. You know, there's something deeper that's going on that needs to be addressed, that needs to be looked at. And underneath that, we have the Tower. Okay, so a big changes that are going to, that are there and sort of waiting to pop up in your life to instigate positive change ultimately. So I want to check the Seven of Swords. Please tell me more. Seven of Swords. Okay, thank you. We got the Fool. Okay, so what I pick up from this is actually fear, like fear of the unknown, and fear of taking a risk and taking a chance to believe something different. Just a moment, I'm going to tune in. So interestingly enough, I can see when I look at the cards, they're sort of looking in different directions. The Seven of Swords is looking one way, the Fool is looking the other way. So it's almost as if being pulled apart, you know. There's this part of you that wants to go forward, that wants to take the chance, and then there's this part of the self-critic that sort of doubts all the time and is also saying, look, I have the proof. This happened, and I remember this, and I remember this, and I remember that. Whereas the Fool just kind of lets it all go and goes for it. So they're also saying about heavy baggage, dropping the weight of these swords. They're bringing me to this idea of shadow work in terms of questioning your beliefs and ultimately changing your beliefs. So whatever the work that you need to do is to do some inner work to look at what your core beliefs are, because these are core beliefs that are inhibiting your or minimizing your ability to really celebrate the good things in life. Yeah, so you need to look at what those core beliefs are, work on changing. There's a lot of material out there that can really assist you with that. They're telling me to mention Byron Katie, okay? But there's many things you can check online to help you. Changing core beliefs so that you can embody more so this energy, which is a lot more free and a lot more open and a lot more receptive actually as well. Okay. Thank you. Let's pick another deck. What card wants, which deck wants to come for Libra? Okay, next one wants to come. Okay, Libra. September. You. All right. Okay, so first card out, we've got the Crumbling. And it says, what are you clinging on to? This reminds me of the Tower, which makes sense, right? If you look at the picture. The second card we've got out is the Great Gathering. And it says, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Okay, so I'm definitely, what I'm hearing is out with the old and in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. So it's almost like a death of something for a rebirth of something new. And I see this a lot with the way that you view yourself and how you choose to perceive yourself, the core beliefs you have about the world as well. And they're also highlighting to me that the world is a safe place, needs to be looked at, because there's a belief there that the world is unsafe, the world is dangerous, or the world is cruel, the world is negative, and that needs to be changed to something more positive in order to, you know, create a better life for yourself. So there is a crumbling. There are, what I see you clinging on to are old beliefs. And that is the thing that needs to be looked at through this, you know, questioning core beliefs and doing some research to find out ways in which you can do that. And they're also saying, as a result of the crumbling, a re-emergence of people, places, and things that are going to be a lot more authentic in your own life. So things may leave, but then other people, places, or things will come that they're saying support, that will support you a lot more than what they currently are. Just say yes, yes. Say yes to this crumbling. You have to, you know, Spirit can't initiate these things always. You know, it's a lot easier when you just sort of give the go-ahead, sort of like surrendering to it, to this change. And then it has the initiation. And it says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So this fits very nicely, actually, because it's about stepping out of the old and into the new, the crumbling to the rebuilding of a new empire, a new life, a new version of self. So, but I see a lot of this as being very internal work, not necessarily on the physical level. This is a lot to do with your own beliefs, your core beliefs, but not only your beliefs about yourself, like I said, but the way that you're sort of perceiving the world. I feel this sort of nervousness and this tension, and a little bit of fear, sort of like I have to be on my toes all the time. I have to be on the lookout for things. So there's a bit of anxiety there, sort of within these core beliefs that you guys currently are holding. So that's the work that needs to be done this month. And Spirit is definitely showing that there's a new pathway, there's a new beginning, there's a building of something new for you, which is very exciting. I mean, it feels good to me. So yeah, that's your reading, Libra, for your shadow work this month. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.